Jesus demonstrated truth. One way he did that was by reasoning. Reasoning can be defined as the action of thinking about something in a logical way. Jesus reasoned, for example, to highlight internal inconsistencies of claims, to highlight cause and effect, or even to raise probing questions. That is, questions that are designed to encourage deep thinking. After Jesus cast out a demon, people said that this one is not casting out the demons except by Beelzebub, the ruler of the demons. In contrast, Jesus answered, "Every kingdom having been divided against itself is desolated." Here, Jesus started his reasoning by giving a general principle. Jesus then said, "If Satan is casting out Satan, he was divided against himself. How then will his kingdom stand?" Here, Jesus applied a general principle to their particular claim about Satan and him casting out demons by Satan. This was to highlight an internal inconsistency in their claim, which was that he was casting out demons by Satan. People had a tradition regarding not eating their bread with defiled hands. They may have assumed that eating their bread with defiled hands may defile them. In contrast, Jesus answered, "There is nothing outside of the person proceeding into him which is able to defile him, but the things proceeding out of the person are the things defiling the person." Jesus reasoned that everything outside proceeding into the person is not able to defile him because it does not proceed into his heart, but into his stomach, and it proceeds out into the latrine. But from within, out of the heart of people, proceeds the evil thoughts, sexual immoralities, thefts, murders, and defile the person. So here, Jesus highlighted that what causes people to be defiled is what comes out of their heart, instead of what comes into the people but does not proceed into their heart, such as eating their bread, which will proceed into the stomach and then into the latrine. By reasoning about cause and effect, Jesus demonstrated that their tradition was incorrect. People said to Jesus while he was teaching, "By what kind of authority are you doing these things?" Jesus answered, "I also will ask you one thing, which if you tell me, I also will tell you by what kind of authority I am doing these things. From where was the baptism of John? From heaven or from humans?" Here Jesus asked a probing question, that is, a question that will encourage them to think deeply about these things. Here the probing question of Jesus led them to reason about these things, as the ones were discussing among themselves, saying, "If we say from heaven, he will say to us, 'Then for what reason did you not believe him?' But if we say from humans, we fear the crowd, for they are all holding John as a prophet." This was good, as they were properly reasoning about these things. But, having responded to Jesus, they said, "We do not know." Apparently, they were not willing to go to a logical conclusion of what their reasoning could lead them to. And so Jesus also said to them, "Nor am I telling you by what kind of authority I am doing these things." Here, Jesus seemingly did not want to proceed further with an answer, because even though they reasoned about these things, they were not willing to go and express the logical conclusion of their reasoning, which is what Jesus would have encouraged them to do in the first place when he asked them a probing question.